Welcome to my Pakistan. I asked a Gen Z colleague of mine, I said, suggest me a nice guest for my podcast. He said, this is this guy. He's an amazing content creator. He lives in Islamabad. He's from Somalia, and you must invite him. I said, all right, that sounds interesting. And when I went and did research, and I found out that this content creator that a Gen Z colleague was recommending was the United Nations resident and humanitarian coordinator in Pakistan, Mr. Mo Yahya. And it was such an entertaining content that I started following him. Welcome, Assalamu alaikum, Mo Yahya.
Thank you for having me. Wa alaikum salam. Happy to be here.
How does it feel to be introduced as a content creator first rather than the UN resident coordinator in Pakistan?
It's the first time I've been introduced as a content creator. So, well, it means we are connecting with young people. We are connecting with young Pakistanis. We're reaching places where the UN normally doesn't reach. So I will take it as a compliment.
But that's not part of your basic JD. Where did this idea come from?
Well, actually, I think it is because the UN, when it was set up 80 years ago, the first line of the UN Charter, which is the foundational document of the United Nations, starts with "we the people." It doesn't start with "we the government." It starts with "we the people." So for me, the work here is obviously supporting Pakistan, working under the direction of government, but most importantly also is reaching and touching and feeling and learning from Pakistanis across the country.
How's been the experience so far?
Incredible, incredible. I have had an opportunity, an honor to be able to say that I've been nearly everywhere in Pakistan, interacted with this diverse country with incredible people and different cultures. So I have been enriched.
Coming from Somalia and coming to a very, very different society like Pakistan, I would say the chaos of Karachi you have experienced, the colors of Multan, and maybe the calmness of Islamabad. Which city does Mo Yahya relate himself the most?
This is one of those questions where if I answer it, I will, let's say I won't please everybody, and because I'm a diplomat, I would say my best city is Pakistan.
No.
No, but every place.
We are not buying that.
No, but every part of the country has different vibe, as they say, right? Karachi is the energy, is the heartbeat of the country. It's the entrepreneurs, it's the go-getters in Karachi. I was in Multan. It's about history. It's about civilizational history in Multan, and you learn a lot about the Sufi shrines and the culture. Lahore, Kala. Lahore is an incredible place as well. Peshawar, I loved it. The hospitality, I would call it the city of hospitality.
And the food?
The food, yes, and the people are just, it's an amazing place. I love Islamabad, I live here. I love the idea that I don't have to be stuck in traffic. So it's a different vibe everywhere you go around the country.
Good diplomatic answer. Very good. Let me reorient my question. If given a choice to retire and live in a city in Pakistan, which city would you choose?
Islamabad.
Islamabad.
I love Islamabad. Maybe I'm biased because I haven't lived in the other cities, but having been here a year and a half, my family is here. It's an incredible, peaceful, quiet, green, well-planned city. So I would say for me, Islamabad is quality of life is very high, and I like it here. Yeah.
Do you miss the seashores of your childhood?
Absolutely.
You grew up as a sea boy.
Yes, I miss the sea. I'm a very good swimmer. My family and I have a house in the Kenyan coast where I grew up. So a place called Malindi. Many people don't know. When you talk about Kenya, people know Mombasa. There's a small town in the Kenyan coast. Incredible seafood and sea lifestyle. It's very different. Yes,
But swimming in Robble Lake is not allowed, you know.
no, I haven't.
Never try that.
No, I don't swim in lakes or rivers. I'm a sea guy. So,
You're swimming in sea.
yes. So no, but I have had I was told in the north there's many beautiful places, small lakes to swim in, and I look forward. Yeah.
Which part of Pakistan you have never been to as yet and you want to?
So this is a bit embarrassing because when I say it, people are thinking, "What? You have never?" I've not been in Gilgit-Baltistan. I've been to Chitral, which is not part of Gilgit-Baltistan, but same climate environment. But I plan to go there in the next couple of months.
You will fall in love.
I know. Everybody tells me but you know, I waited. I waited for the right time, and I'm told this is the time to go when it's much cooler up there. So I look forward going to Hunza, Skardu, and other places. Yeah.
What has been your incredible, interesting moment when you are doing the vlogs and going on the streets and eating mangoes, or maybe having sehri in Rawalpindi? Or tell me something interesting that you can never forget that happened on the street.
First is I know everybody says this, everybody you meet, and sometimes it becomes a cliche. Pakistanis are hospitable, they are generous. But I remember I went to Kataipura for Sehri during the Ramadan period. And on the streets I was talking to people, and many of your listeners and viewers probably have seen the reel that the UN made in Kataipura for Sehri, which was very popular. But the most incredible thing was, on my way out, there's this young boy who came to me and he says, "Thank you for coming here, and I bought you some food for your sehri, and here it is." And he insisted that I take it. That level of genuine hospitality, a sense that people are very proud of where they're from, but also they want you to live there with a good memory. And I think this is a very Pakistani trait, a very rare thing that you see anywhere else. So there's something that I treasure and something that I remember. These small gifts, small hospitality for people who don't want anything from you. They probably will never meet you again, but they want you to live their part of Pakistan with good memory, and that I think is very touching.
Tell me about Karachi.
Karachi, what can I say? I mean, once you land, you know you are in a different place. It's fast-paced. It's dense. It's noisy. It's amazing food. I don't know what to. I love going to Karachi, and I have many friends who I got to know since I've been.
I wish it was cleaner.
That many people say that there are a lot of things to, it's a developing country, and big cities and developing countries always have a challenge on water access, on traffic. But I think Karachi will solve itself, and I think the people in Karachi have the potential to make it a first world city. It has everything it needs in terms of human capital, the location, incredible location, just across you have the Arabian Sea. The other side you have UAE and other parts of the world that are also doing very well. So it's an incredible place.
I've seen some of your videos, Mo, and I see you going on shrines with rose petals, and the way you're looking at the shrines, and I see the connection on your face, in your eyes, with that moment. Where does that come from?
Well, I grew up in East Africa, as mentioned, and Sufi culture is very deep in the East African coast. So we have a lot of shrines. I used to go to shrines when I was young. So for me, it's very familiar, and it's very important for me to go to these shrines. And it's just, there's something serene about visiting Sufi shrines across Pakistan. The music, the creativity of the people. I mean, whenever you go there, there's somebody with I don't know what they call these pianos. They have this small Well, they have a name for them?
Harmonium.
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 They have that, they sing with all the fiber of their body, and there's something saintly about it, and I really like going there. But also you get to know, through those religious centers, you get to know the society and the culture and the people you're visiting.
Is the East African Sufi culture same as Pakistani, or South?
Yeah, we have the same sects. The biggest sect, and also here in Pakistan I learned, is the Qadariya sect in East Africa. They're also here. So Sufism is about connecting with God, is about tolerance, is about living among diverse societies. So yeah, it's very big in East Africa.
Because the kind of mystic dances that we have on shrines, the festivals, and it's just the same.
It's the same. People go to, they look forward to this. Yeah. So it's similar. It's similar. But I think you have an older and much more, let's say, much more deeper presence of Sufism in places like southern Punjab, in Multan, in places like Sindh, which is eye-opener for me, and I really like visiting those shrines. Yeah.
All right, something very interesting and popular with your personality is that wherever you go, you try to learn a couple of words or sentences of the local language to connect with people. How's that experience been so far, and which language do you think is the most difficult to learn?
I'll tell you, what people told me, which ones would be more difficult, turned out to be the easiest for me, because the ones which seem, first, Urdu is very easy for me. Because I grew up with a lot of people from this part of the world. We have Aga Khan in East Africa, we have Ismaili communities, we have, before partition, we had people from Karachi and people from Gujarat who moved to East Africa. So Urdu language is not very difficult for me to pronounce. Punjabi is close, so it's not that difficult as well. But everybody told me Pashto will be very difficult. It wasn't for me. I have a lot of the ha in my language. It's very easy to pronounce. So when I went to one of the videos started by, I say the Pakheverta Pakher Ragale. So it was very easy for me to pronounce because
it's quite authentic.
So it's very easy because I have, let's say I have a lot of ha and ha in my own mother tongue. But I found Sindhi to be difficult for me.
Oh, really? Okay.
That sounds are not very familiar. So I had to do a lot of repetition to get it right. And because the language is not only connecting with people, it's also telling people that I'm trying to understand who you are. Because language is a mirror, not a mirror, I'll just say it's more of a window to somebody's culture, history, and their psyche. There's all this history around every language. So getting it right, it's very important. You don't really want to pronounce it in a way that the whoever's watching say this guy didn't try very hard.
And what about Punjabi? Do you know any words of Punjabi? Or?
No, I went to Kataipura. I didn't do Punjabi, and many people pointed out, why do you're in Pindi? Why didn't you speak in Punjabi? I really don't know. I'll blame Atta for those who know Atta. I should have. Maybe the next. I'm going to go to Lahore.
But you did Pindi Babaji. You did that.
Yeah, at the end. Yes.
The end.
But the most of the Kataipura interaction Sehri was in Urdu.
Yeah.
Yes. Next time, my Punjabi, I'm going to be focused to getting it right. So I want to tell your viewers, give me a few months, you'll see me speaking. Because Punjabi, first, the music is incredible.
Absolutely. Okay, now we have a surprise for you. My Pakistan team and your team, your colleague Athar, they have asked me to put you in a spotlight and make you learn a Punjabi phrase which you should learn before going to Lahore. Okay? So it goes like this. Jine Lahore nahi vekhya, o jammya nahi. First try to understand what it means. Jine Lahore nahi vekhya. Someone who has never been to Lahore is not even born yet.
But I have been to Lahore. I just want to point out. I've been to, and I don't. Actually I've been there only once. I was there for a week. I think 3-4 days. I met the government officials as well. I went to the fort. Lahore is a very. It's like Multan. It's a very old history. So much history around it.
And you can see it while driving around.
Exactly.
You have it in the vibe of the city.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I loved another thing that I really like about Lahore that hopefully we'll speak about the image of people, what the world thinks of Pakistan, I'm talking about ordinary people, and the reality of Pakistan. And when you go to Lahore, you will see a Pakistan that is not advertised outside. Pakistan of deep culture, but also a Pakistan that protects minority rights. I went to the Sikh Samata. It's called Samata, I think, the Sikh temple.
Sikh temple is called Gurdwara.
Yeah, so I went to this Sikh temple in the fort. So when you walk into the fort, I went and spoke to the Sikh community, Pakistani Sikh community. This is not advertised that this is a country that has not only protects these religious sites, but it has also a significant presence of minorities. So it's not something that is well known outside. So and the history of Sikhism in Lahore and the historical contribution. So all those things are not known. And then you go to the gentleman who built the Mughal king who built the Taj Mahal. He also built apparently this. There's up there in the fort. There's a place where you will go, and it has all these mirrors he built for his
Sheesh Mahal.
His wife will always see the stars. There's like mirrors everywhere. So it's so much history and so much stories and so much culture. Again, very hospitable people. So yeah, I loved it. So I just want to repeat that I have been to Lahore.
So you're born?
Yeah, I'm already born. I'm alive.
You're alive? All right, so it's very simple. Jene Lahore ni vekhya.
Repeat that.
Jene Lahore.
Lahore. Jene Lahore.
Ni vekhya.
Ne vekhya.
O jamya nahi.
O jamya nahi. Jene Lahore ne vekhya. O jamya nahi. That's it, no?
Quite close. One more time. Jene Lahore ni vekhya.
So the first word is Jene Lahore le vekhya.
Ni vekhya.
Ne vekhya. Jene Lahore ni vekhya.
Yeah. Jene Lahore ni vekhya. O jamya nahi.
Jene Lahore ni vekhya. O jamya nahi. But I'm alive. I've been to
You're
Lahore.
alive, up and about, on your 2 feet.
Exactly. I've been to Lahore, and I even went to the governor's palace. Is it palace or governor's house, residence?
Governor's house. Yeah, old governor's house.
Old governor's house. So
It's beautiful.
it's
The lawns.
everything about it. It's a nice place. Yeah.
All right, so tell me about your own childhood, because I've seen one of your vlogs where you have mentioned that your grooming as a child as a refugee family or something like that. Does that?
Yeah, so no, because most Somalis, because of the conflict in the country. But for me, I left. My parents left early on. We moved to Kenya when I was very young, 3 years old. So I grew up in the Kenyan coast until I was 15, 16.
So you migrated?
Yeah.
But not as a refugee?
No, we were refugee because my parents couldn't stay in Somalia anymore. There was a lot of problems. Most of your viewers will. This is before the Civil War. Most people will know Black Hawk Down and Civil War, the movies you've seen.
Yeah.
This was much earlier in the 80s. We left early, 1980, 81, and moved to Kenya for political reasons because both my parents were in opposition to the government.
To the government.
There was a military government at that time. So they moved to Kenya. So we lived in Kenya until I was 16, 17. Then I moved to the UK to study. And I think I was mentioning to you that I was there for about more than a decade in the UK to do all my studies from GCSE, A-level to postgraduate education.
So when we hear the word, when we hear the word refugee in today's times, the first thing comes to my mind is a tent, not good conditions to hygienic conditions, no schools, the emotional trauma, the psychological displacement trauma of a refugee. Was it the same in your case?
Not the same. I was a bit lucky that I didn't have to go through camps, and many refugees have gone through there. Pakistan hosts millions of refugees from Afghanistan and other parts of the world. But what I tell people is anybody could be a refugee. Nobody chooses to be a refugee. Nobody wants to leave their home. People leave their home because they can't stay in their home, because staying home is more dangerous than being in an unknown land. So for us in the United Nations, we remind our member states that protecting refugee rights are important, because you could be a refugee yourself in the future. Touch wood, that will never happen to Pakistanis, but there are many people who in the world have been displaced. There are millions of people. Look at the Syrians who decades ago would never have imagined there'll be refugees. Or you look at the Iraqis before the war there.
The war, yeah.
They will never have thought, middle class people who will never have thought that they'll be dislocated. So for us in the UN, the conventions around refugee rights, international norms are very, very important. And Pakistan, to be fair, and if you have, you said you are most of your listeners are
Gen Z.
Gen Zs, yeah, it's very good for them to know that this country has been incredibly generous. The amount of people that you have received and the educations you have provided for refugees, especially from Afghanistan.
For years and years. And
yes, it's something that Pakistanis, whenever they contemplate this, or whenever they think about it, they should be extremely proud. You have been an extremely generous country.
All right, Mo Yahya. Honest answer, no diplomatic answer.
I always give honest answers, but I may avoid to answer, but yeah.
No, but your diplomat comes and takes over.
Yeah, exactly. I know Gen Zs want direct answers.
The diplomatic Muhammad Yahya is on leave today, you know that.
Absolutely.
And only Mo Yahya, the content creator, is sitting right in front of me.
Let's do this.
Rate the mangoes of Pakistan. Multan or Sindh?
You know, I was telling you, Multan and Sindh, is it called the Saraiki belt?
Yeah.
The mangoes are produced around that today. I actually, I can't tell the difference, because I have eaten. I have to tell you something. I've had mangoes in many countries that have mangoes outside Pakistan. And when I first came here, people told me, "You haven't had mangoes, my friend. Those are not mangoes. You are in the mango land. Go and see. Go and test mangoes." And I thought, okay, this is patriotism. Yeah. Makes no sense. Let me tell. And my first bite of a Pakistani mango, and I said, "What is going on here? Maybe this is an accident. Let me try another type." Incredible.
Where was your first bite?
Here in Islam.
In Islam.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was actually, who gave me? I think I got a package, because during the mango season, friends and others send you
a box.
A box, yes. So but you know, if you've had mangoes in other countries, they have like a fiber, like a string.
Yeah.
The Pakistani mangoes don't have any of that.
It's like having a direct juice.
Somebody just picked the good bits and made them into mango. So I am told you have so much variety, over 150. But the ones I like are Sindri. I like Sindri. And I like Chausa. It's called Chausa.
Chausa.
And I have not tested one. Maybe I've tested and I didn't know. Everybody told me to try is Anwar Ratul.
Anwar Ratul? You haven't tasted Anwar
Ratul? Maybe I have. I didn't know it was Anwar Ratul, but I have. We have to trust the Anwar Ratul.
Why are we talking mangoes here if you have not?
Is that your favorite? Is that if Anwar Ratul is yours? Which one?
It is like? Number one.
Number one.
Ratul, yeah. Okay. For me, Anwar Ratul is number one. Chausa is number two. Sindri, of course, Sindri.
We won't allow you to Sindh after you put Sindri. No. I have a lot of people, my very close friends are from Sindh.
I know, mine too. Cut it out. Don't release it in Sindh, okay? You know, just
This will be up here.
this is a non-Sindh version of the podcast.
And then we will do it where you put Sindri on top.
On top. We'll do it again. And also, this very, it's called langra.
Yes, I have had langra. It's very good.
Langra is very good. I remember when I was a child, my father used to say langra is number one. But you must try langra as well. It's green, but yellow inside. And it's really, really very...
Yeah, I think I've tried. Somebody told me langra are those underrated ones. They have a peer problem. Somebody told me langra has a peer problem.
Yeah. Langra has the same problem as Pakistan, you know.
But the ones you export is Chausan, I was told.
Yeah.
Why?
Chaunsa.
Why Chausan?
And Sindri is also exported.
Oh, Chausan. Why is that? Is it the way it looks? Is the size?
Or it's a size, I think. It's a size because in the UK, they are sold per piece. And last summer I was there and I went to a shop and it said Pakistani mangoes. I said, all right, Pakistani mangoes. It was £3, I think maybe £4 per piece or something like that.
And it never tastes the same. I tell you, I have tested mangoes in Europe and mangoes from anywhere in the world. The minute they get there, I don't know, it's the climate, it's just not the same. I think you need to eat it in the same environment that it was produced. I just, whenever I buy mangoes in Tesco's in London, they're from all over the world, it's
not the same.
No, it doesn't taste the same. I don't know why. Maybe one of your Gen Z people can do a content around this. Why mangoes taste different when you illegally export them or legally. I don't know how people take mangoes.
I know. Next to our studio, there's a vendor, and he claims that he gets the best mangoes from Sindh and Multan. Okay. So maybe after this we can go and try and see which one.
Especially if he has Anwar Ratul, the one that I have.
Yeah, maybe we can go and check.
Yes, that would be nice.
All right. So Mo, what is something similar in an African society and a Pakistani society as a social fiber?
I think for me, the thing that this is why I really like to go outside cities into rural areas. People in the village and the rural areas are essentially the foundation of a country. They produce your food. They also essentially store they preserve culture and history. So when I went to Sindh, you go to rural Sindh and you see these women dressed in these incredibly colorful dresses.
White bangles.
Exactly. And you look at that, you know that is from hundreds of years of culture. But also the decency of Pakistanis, especially in rural areas. They don't have to welcome us, they don't know us. Then I said before, that part I think is very similar to where I grew up also. But also I grew up in an Islamic society, so there's a lot of commonalities, Islamic majority countries, or at least in my area it was Islamic majority region. You see a lot of commonalities around generosity, sharing, welcoming, caring. I'm not saying that doesn't exist in other groups, but there's a lot of similarities for me in Pakistan, so I find it very familiar, let's just say.
So Mo Yahya, lastly, give me 3 advices to have a better brand of this country internationally. Tell us what should we as Pakistanis do about it?
Well, introduce Pakistan. I just think the issue here is for people to meet more Pakistanis and visit Pakistan. I think the tourism sector can do a huge change, and I've seen that government now has made visas easy, tourist visas very easy. It's 24 hours. My mother-in-law came here, got a visa for 24 hours. So I think tourism and opening the country to tourists will change. You see a lot of content creators who come, they're always shocked. My God, is this Pakistan? So I think opening the country to more tourism, that is one area you will make a huge difference. But also is your young Gen Zs. They're the ones who are going to change the image of this country. They're the ones who are going the more they tell the story of Pakistan, and they always say that you either construct your own narrative or somebody will do it for you. Yeah. So I think Pakistanis, especially young Pakistanis, this generation who have, they have no chip on their shoulder. They are completely free and open, and they travel and they love their country. And I think they are the ones who will do more, and I think more content creation, more opening of Pakistan. Those are the areas to change. You're not changing the image, you're merely showing the reality of the country. So that is one way. And then the other part is, I will just tell Pakistanis, whatever your political background, whatever region you come from, I think there ought to be a foundation of positivity and hope. Of course, there are challenges in the country, but I think essentially, if you may disagree with whatever vision you may have for the country, but I think if there's a foundation of patriotism and love of country, that transmits to others. So if I meet you abroad and you tell me Pakistan is, I will believe you, right? But if I meet you abroad and you tell me Pakistan is great, you showcase its hospitality, its culture, its diversity, its mountains, its seas, then that is what people also will consume. It's also how Pakistanis speak of the country. I think those are the ones, those are some of the advice I will give.
Mo, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for showing this beautiful side of Pakistan to the world.
Oh, pleasure. It's been an honor. It's a learning thing for me as well. But I also want to thank you for giving me the opportunity. I've never been called a content creator. I will take it with pride. But really happy to be here, and hopefully we'll do more work together.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.